Hi friends, this is CA Ushma Jain. I am a proprietor at Ushma and Associates and we specialize in NRI taxation. If you are an NRI who is planning to sell a property in India, or if you are a buyer planning to buy a property from an NRI seller, then this video is for you. This video includes various tax related considerations that arise during the sale of a house in India by an NRI. The key topics covered include TDS, TAN, lower TDS deduction certificate, capital gain tax, claiming a refund and repatriation. So when an NRI sells a house in India, it is essential for the buyer to deduct TDS. TDS means withholding tax, which is to be deducted on sale consideration. It is calculated at a rate of 20% plus surcharge and education cess, which is 4%. The buyer is required to possess a TAN. Please note, I said TAN, not PAN. It means tax deduction and collection account number, which is a 10-digit alphanumeric number, and it takes approximately a week to obtain this TAN number. TAN is crucial to do the TDS compliance by a buyer when seller is an NRI. So please note, though TDS is at higher rate gets deducted, but extra TDS can be claimed back based on actual capital gain by filing the tax return at the end of financial year. But in case seller doesn't want to get TDS deducted at higher rate, he can approach to assessing officer for lower TDS deduction certificate. This certificate can be applied based on the actual capital gain from the sale of property. For instance, if there is no capital gain, then we can apply for nil TDS deduction certificate. And let's say if your capital gain tax is coming out to be 5% on sale consideration, then we can approach our assessing officer to issue a certificate for 5%. So this application is submitted in Form 13. And along this we have to submit various documents, and this whole process is an online process now. Upon obtaining a lower TDS certificate from the assessing officer, the buyer is obligated to deduct TDS at a rate which is stipulated in the certificate. It is crucial to note that even for filing a lower TDS deduction certificate application, the buyer must have a TAN. Therefore, the first step for an NRI seller upon finding a buyer is to request the buyer to apply for the TAN number. If seller is resident, then in that case TAN is not required. Now, moving on the process of submitting TDS to the department. TDS should be deducted at the time of crediting the sale consideration to the seller. And this TDS amount must be paid to the department using the TAN number within 7 days from the conclusion of the month in which TDS was deducted. So if TDS was deducted on 4th May, let's say, then TDS shall be deposit to department till 7 June. The whole process is online. Everything is online now. Subsequently, this TDS payment is linked with the seller's PAN by filing a TDS return, which is to be filed within 31 days from the end of the quarter. That quarter in which TDS was deducted. For TDS deducted in May, TDS return can be filed in month of July. From 1st July to 31st July, you can do that. It is essential to be aware that there are substantial penalties for any delays in depositing the TDS challan and filing the TDS return. So please make sure to take professional assistance to ensure compliance and avoid any penalties. Now let's talk about the repatriation. If TDS is deducted at an appropriate rate, then you can repatriate this money. You can approach your NRO bank and request the repatriation of these funds to your NRE or overseas bank account. In case where the bank requires 15 CA/CB certificates, you can seek assistance from your CA, who will issue 15 CB certificate to you and maybe file 15 CA on your behalf. Now moving on to the final step. After the conclusion of the financial year, it is important to file your online income tax return to report the sale of property. The tax return, this tax return should be based on your actual capital gain. Filing the tax return enables you to claim a refund for any excess TDS deducted. And even if there is no refund to claim, it is essential to file the tax return to avoid receiving any notice of non-filing. So it is important. See, now all financial transactions are automatically recorded to the government's data, as everything is linked through the PAN system. So you make sure to file your tax return if you are doing any financial transaction in India. So please contact your CA before starting the sale of property process, and your CA will provide guidance on various other aspects during the execution of the sale. But in essence, this is the overall process. I trust that this information has provided you with some insights in the topic. Feel free to reach out to me for any additional clarification. I am here to assist and would be delighted to help. Thank you.